Testing. Okay. Oops. I muted my mic. LOL. Let me try this again. Hey everybody, it's me. I know you guys were expecting Everest by Hellstorm, but me and my dad haven't listened to it together yet, and I want to listen to it with him before I get into doing it. So it may be a couple weeks or so before I get into it because I want to listen to it. Enjoy it myself before I get into it. So I wanted to have at least something in my back pocket for you guys. I know you guys had But Seriously. I know you guys had I Can't Dance. Or We Can't Dance, excuse me. But you guys are getting another Genesis album in the meantime until I get the songs down for Everest. So please forgive me, but at least it's something. So I'm not gonna waste any time. We're gonna get into Abacab right now. Well, actually, let's take a look, see what the lyrics mean. Because from what I understand, Abacab is like the notes that they use to create the song, but lyrically, I don't know what they're talking about. So, real quick, we're gonna go ahead and check that out. Abacab, Genesis, lyrics meaning. Okay. Okay, according to what Google says here, the song Abacab by Genesis doesn't have a specific, concrete meaning in its lyrics, despite the intensity referring to the song's structure. It's penned primarily by Mike Rutherford, which is the lead guitarist, explore themes of unease, paranoia, and relationship stress, possibly hinting at a infidelity or breakdown of a relationship. The title itself is derived from the song's early musical structure, ABACAB, which was later rearranged, making the title nonsensical in the final version. Okay, so in other words, it could have any meaning you want. It could be about a relationship, just about paranoia in general. But that's what the lyrics mean according to Google. And I think I would probably agree with that. Because there is some paranoia and seems like a relationship breakdown. So with all that said, let's get into Abacab. All rights go to Genesis. Let's do it. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find the shorter version. I know you guys may not like that, but this one is like 6 minutes, where this one maybe, oh god, I think this is the shorter version because the original version has a long instrumental. If you like instrumentals and things like that, I would highly recommend listening to the original version. But we're gonna stick with the shorter version because I don't want to just sit here and listen to the instrumental while I'm singing it for you guys. So here we go. Look up on the wall, there on the floor, under the pillow, behind the door. There's a crack in the mirror, somewhere there's a hole in a window pane. Do you think I'm to blame? You tell me, don't you think I'm to blame? You're never there. You stop and stare. Isn't anywhere. If you're wrapping up the world, 'cause you've taken someone else's girl. When they turn on the pillow, even when they answer the telephone. Don't you think I'll find out? You tell me, don't you think I'll find out? You're never there. You stop and stare. He's in anywhere. Doesn't really care. You want it, you got it, you got it. Do you want it, you got it. Well, now you know. It's an illusion. It's a game. A reflection of someone else's name. When you wake in the morning, where you can find your colored and cellophane. Well, there's a hole in there somewhere. Yeah, there's a hole in there somewhere. Baby, there's a hole in there somewhere. Yeah, there's a hole in there somewhere. You're never there. Stop and stare. He's in anywhere. Yeah, this is the radio version. Alright guys, there you have it. Abacab. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it for you as always. Again, throughout the whole album, I may have to use the radio versions if there is a radio version, because I don't want you guys to have to sit through a whole instrumental and me just kind of sitting like this, just waiting for my next part to come up. So keep that in mind as we go through the album. The original album has, I think, 9 tracks, but of course I found some B-sides that went along with this album to make it, I think, 12 overall. So get excited. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Hey everybody, it's Mario. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? We're continuing Abacab by Genesis with no reply at all. In case you guys are curious, this was recorded... Jeez, if my phone will let me. I think it's August 12th. Hang on. Yeah, August 12th. So, or this portion of the album was recorded on August 12th. I don't know if I'm going to finish it all today. Probably not, but, you know, I just want to get started. This one is the breakup of a relationship. I can tell you that just right off the bat listening to it. Like, there's lack of, you know, the falling out of a relationship, because no reply at all means, you know, that, you know, the two people in the relationship is not communicating, or, you know, it's, you know, there's only one person that's trying. It's like one-sided. So I can just tell you that right off the back from the lyric. So I don't really need to look it up. This came out in 1981, around the same time Phil Collins' Face Value came out. And by that time, Phil Collins was going through a just horrible divorce. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one was written by Collins directly. So if I remember correctly, this one and Paper Late has the Earth, Wind, and Fire horn section, because Collins hired them for Face Value. So he's like, well, why don't you come do a couple songs for Genesis? So they did, and this is one of them. Alright, guys, let's get into it. All rights go to them. Talk to me. You never talk to me. Ooh, it seems that I can't speak, but I can hear my voice shouting out. But there's no reply at all. Look at me. You never look at me. Ooh, I've been sitting staring, seems so long. But you're looking through me like I wasn't here at all. No reply. There's no reply at all. Dance with me. You never dance with me. Ooh, it seems that I can't move. I'm close to you, as close as I can get. There's no reply at all. There's no reply at all. I get the feeling you're trying to tell me. Is there something that I should know? What excuse are you trying to sell me? Should I be ready, stop or go? 'Cause I don't know. Be with me. Seems you're never here with me. Ooh, I've been trying to get over there. Oh, but it's out of my reach. And there's no reply at all. No reply at all. I get the feeling you're trying to tell me. Is there something that I should know? What excuse are you trying to sell me? Should I be reading, stop or go? 'Cause I don't know. Maybe deep down inside, I'm trying for no one else but me. Too stubborn to say the buck stops here. It's not the one you're looking for. But maybe deep down inside I'm lying to no one else but me. Oh, but my back is up. I'm on my guard with all the exits sealed. Listen to me. You never listen to me. Ooh, it seems there's no way out. I've been trying, but we cannot connect. No reply at all. There's no reply at all. There's no reply at all. No reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Whoa, no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Is anybody listening? Oh, no reply at all. Alright guys, No Reply at All by Genesis featuring the Earth, Wind, and Fire horn section. I hope you enjoyed. I gotta move on to the next track, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out. Hey everybody, it's Mario. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? In case you guys are curious, I liked the blue outline that I had, but when you change the color specs of it, then you lose this little design movement that this originally came with. So I was like, well, fuck it, let me bring it back. So that's what I did. In case you guys are wondering why it suddenly turned red. Not like the movie. Don't be a smartass in the comments. LOL. Um, Me and Sarah Jane is the next track off of Genesis Abacab, but I never knew what it was truly about. I know a lot of their stuff is written off of just simple improvisation, so I don't know if this has a true meaning, but we're fixing to find out. Me and Sarah Jane, Genesis, lyrics meaning. Okay. According to Google, Me and Sarah Jane by Genesis is generally interpreted as a song about a lonely man who fascinates or fabricates a relationship with a woman named Sarah Jane, ultimately leading to a shared imagined drowning. The lyrics depict a man experiencing homelessness, loneliness, and possibly mental instability, which is creating a fantasy world with Sarah Jane. Great. So it's a crazy, lonely dude that is dreaming of a girl named Sarah Jane. Okay, I got it. So I'm according to what I see, there's no lyric for this. Well, not on the screen anyway. So when I go to post this, I will try to remember to put the lyric in the description. Again, try, but I don't know if when I'm gonna release this. So I'll try my best to recall. Um, but I am gonna look up the lyrics on my phone. Me and Sarah Jane lyrics. Okay, here we go. Alright, guys, all rights go to Genesis. You guys know the drill. Let's get into it. Sorry, I have to go old school and have it on my phone. Eyes were burning in another land. Don't stop counting. Oops. Don't start counting. Colder and colder, the ice is moving closer and it gets me down. Going round and round and round the same old track. Pack up my bag, going swiftly nowhere, heart in my ear, beating like a drum. Where will you go? All by yourself. Ah, 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 ah. And now I'm standing on the corner, waiting in the rain. And then sidelined with a warning, I invent a name. Me and Sarah Jane, we had a special thing going. Me and Sarah Jane. It was a time of love and laughter. It wouldn't come again. We had a round of joy and laughter. Then began the pain. And Sarah Jane, we had a special thing going, me and Sarah Jane. Searching for a clue, traces on the sand. First I'm flying, going round, round, round. Then I'm sliding, going down, down, down. Doesn't matter where I start, I always end up falling through those same old crowded rooms. Me and Sarah Jane, we had it coming, all the pain. Walking down the street and finding nothing is the same. Now the city lights are dimming one by one. It costs too much money to keep them all on. And Sarah Jane, in silence, walk along the shore. Tears of joy and mocking laughter, words lost in the wind. The tide is rising, but we say we had a fear of dying. We weren't afraid. Oh, oh god. Genesis, I like you guys, but you write some crazy ass shit. And according to this on Google, it was written by Tony Banks. What the fuck is going on with you and Mike? Y'all like some really weird shit. Cause like a lot of their stuff, I noticed their lyric is about I guess hypothetical scenarios. Like, what if we wrote a song about a dude that goes crazy and imagines a girl named Sarah Jane? What the fuck? No, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a hit because I started to like it myself. Like, it's a good song. But I'm like, what the hell? No wonder why Phil Collins had a hard time singing a lot of their stuff because a lot of their stuff was hypothetical or imaginary or situational. Like, oh, let's write a situation about making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it's like, what the fuck? But it's still a good song nonetheless. What do you guys think? I gotta get out of here. Peace out. Alright, guys, let's keep this party going with Keep It Dark by Genesis. Personally, this is one of my favorite songs. Phil Collins' son, Simon, did a cover of this. I don't know when the cover took place, but the cover I like better. This cover, Simon's cover, I like better than the Genesis version. I love Phil Collins. I quite enjoy his music. But if I had to pick between the two songs, the two tracks, definitely picking Simon's version of it. I would highly recommend it if you guys have time to kill. So, let's find out what Keep It Dark is about. I think it's about the concept of hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. But let's find out. because in the music video they bring that up or they show it. Like each member of Genesis would, one of them would have their ears covered, one would cover their eyes, one would cover their mouth. Um, so let's see. Keep It Dark, Genesis lyrics meaning. Keep It Dark by Genesis from the 1981 album Abacab explores the themes of mystery, the unknown, and the deliberate concealment of information, particularly regarding the meaning of life. The lyrics suggest that a need to hide the truth, even when it's associated with a world that seems bright and positive. The song's narrator encounters a missing person who has wandered into his home and let go again, implying a situation where information is suppressed or deliberately obscured. The song also touches on the idea of keeping secrets even when they seem strange or unnecessary. Right, so the song is about keeping secrets. From what I remember from the Mama tour, which is the tour for the album after this, their self-titled album, Phil had said that the song was about a guy who met aliens, and he had to keep that secret to himself because nobody would believe him. So I think that's my thoughts. That or my theories about it. If you guys want to debate it in the comments, you're more than welcome to do so. But just keep it nice. And as they said, now we're gonna keep it dark. Alright, let's go to Genesis. Found the man reported missing. He wandered in his home. It don't seem too bad if you consider just what he's been through. Seems he met up with a gang of thieves who mistook him for a man of means. They locked him up and found he had no money, so they let him go again. Now he's back at home and happy, just to see the kids. I wish that I could really tell you all the things that happened to me and all that I have seen. A world full of people, hearts filled of joy, cities of light with no fear of war, and thousands of creatures with happier lives and dreams of a future. Oh, keep it dark. It seems strange to have to lie about a world so bright. And tell instead a made-up story from the world of night. I wish that I could really tell you all the things that happened to me, or in all that I have seen. A world full of people, their hearts full of joy, cities of light with no fear of war. Thousands of creatures with happier lives and dreams of a future. No need to hurt. No need to hurt. Oh, keep it dark. Alright, guys, keep it dark by Genesis. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love for somebody. Well, actually, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna make you roll your eyes a little bit. I would love for Evanescence to do a Genesis cover. Like, I would say my favorite song by Genesis would be "Throwing It All Away," because I think it's one of those ones that are more um, universal. And with Amy Lee's voice, I swear that would make me fall over. What do you guys think? What Genesis song would you want Evanescence to cover? Just just for fun. I'm curious. With all that said, I'm out of here. Peace out. Hey everybody, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? We're gonna go ahead and do Doodle slash Luger, I think that's what you're supposed to say. By Genesis from Abacab. Now this song is broken up into two sections, obviously because of the two names. But according to Google, it's lyrics particularly in the Luger section that are intentionally ambiguous and open to interpretation. Tony Banks, who wrote the lyrics, has stated that he wanted the sounds of the words to be more important than the meaning than their specific meaning. Through the lyrics do have though the lyrics do have a meaning. The lyric section includes a riddle, which Banks has said has no real solution and was meant to be a bit of a joke. Of course, Tony Banks wrote this one, and in the breakdown, it says the lyrics, particularly in Dodo section, focuses on the idea of a creature that is unable to adapt and it's marching towards extinction. Extinction. That. The lyrics focus on the sounds and imagery more than a clear narrative. The Luger section is the riddle. While some fans have offered interpretations like a statue, a grenade, or a submarine, Tony Banks has stated there's no specific answers. The lyrics create a sense of mystery and unease, while the imagery of a creature that is both alien and threatening. The suite. The Luger suite was initially conceived of a larger piece that was included with the songs Naminu and Submarine. The latter song, some have suggested could be a potential answer for the Luger riddle. Okay, let me see. And then down here it says, in essence, the song that invites listeners to engage with its atmospheric and imagery rather than seeking a definitive meaning according to a Genesis forums thread. Okay, so in other words, this song is just purely open interpretation. There's no real specific meaning towards this one, like say throwing it all away or keep it dark or something like that. Um, it can be basically whatever you want it to be. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Why did I just exit out of that? There's no lyric. Well, unfortunately, there's no lyrics for this on hand. Um, but again, I will try to add the lyrics into the description. Or hell, if you guys want to put them in the comments, by all means. Stretch. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go to them. Too big to fly. Dodo ugly, so Dodo must die. Doggo with fear on its side. Can't change, can't face the side. Dog beta, agitator, asking questions so he wants to know why. Ain't no reason that money can buy. Mink pretty, so Minky must die, must die, must die. Sunday's giving life and is light, part of the system. Friend to man, friend to the trees, no friend to the snowman. Where does he go? And what does he do? Does he meet the mole, the stream, the cloud, and then end up in the bottom of the sea? He got a hook in his throat, fishy got problems. Where does he go? What does he do? Does he hope he's too small to pour a hole? Now throw him back in the sea. I'm back in the sea. Caretaker, horror movie. Only one eye, only needs one boo. Sweet lady, she knows she looks good. Vacuum coming for the bright and the brute. Big noise, black smoke. So big-headed couldn't see the joke. Ain't it funny that the fly on the wall? It's only living, doesn't matter at all. At all. At all. He makes you drool and grunt. got a dream of love as deep as the ocean. Where does he go? What does he do? And the Siren team with Davy Jones and tripping back on the sea. Ah, back in the sea. I'm back in the sea. I'm back in the sea.
Meanwhile, lurking by a stone in the mud, two eyes looked to see what I was, and then something spoke, and this is what it said to me.
I let Spill sing that part so you could understand it better. Because it seemed more like he was talking than singing. Oh, brown, oh, brown. Seldom needs to breathe, don't need no wings to fly. My heart of stone. A fear of fire and water, who am I? Clothes of brass and hair of brown. Seldom needs to breathe, don't need no wings to fly. And a heart of stone. And a fear of fire and water, who am I? Okay. There you go. Doodoo and Luger. Luker. I'm gonna raise you the riddle again, and I'm gonna hear y'all's answers. Clothes of brass and hair of brown. Seldom needs to breathe, don't need no wings to fly. Oh, a heart of stone and a fear of fire and water. Who am I? My guess would be a freaking airplane. Uh, but I don't know. What you guys have to say? Tell me in the comments down below, and peace out. Hey everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? We're gonna go ahead and do Who Done It by Genesis. Real quick, what it's about according to Google, it says, it's a story of a man wrongfully accused of rape and imprisoned for 20 years. The song details his release and the aftermath of his wrongful conviction, highlighting the devastating impact of his life. It explores themes of injustice, false accusations, and the long-lasting consequences of a false legal system. Okay. So, according to Google, that's what Genesis, the song is about. But you guys can have your own opinions. Let me know what you think. And here is Who Done It. Oh shit! Wait. I forgot that this is connected to my Xbox. I mean, not my Xbox, my PlayStation, not my headset is connected. Stop! Give me just a second, guys. I'm sorry. Embarrassing. Usually, I keep it connected for Raw and SmackDown, but I'm on the wrong console. It's not necessarily wrong to be on the Xbox, but okay. Let's try this again. I know it pretty well, so I can sing it while I'm getting situated. Was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it A or was it B? Or was it ecstasy? Was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it A or was it B? Or was it ecstasy? Now was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it A or was it B? Or was it ecstasy? Now was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she who done it? I didn't. I didn't do it. 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 I didn't do it. I didn't do it. We know, 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 we don't know yet, we all know yet, we know, 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 we know who did it. So, was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it A or was it B? Or was it ecstasy? No, was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it A or was it B? Or was it ecstasy? No, was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it A or was it B? Or was it ecstasy? Was it you or was it me? Or was it he or she? Was it you or was it me? Who done it? I didn't do it. 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 We know, 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 we all know, we all know, we know, yeah, we know, yeah, we know, yeah, we know, we know, we know, we know, we know, yeah, we know, we know, yeah, we know, we know, we all 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 know. We don't know, we don't know. We all know, we all know. We all know. Oh no, we all know, we all know, we all know, we all know. We all know, we all know, we all know. Oh no. We all know, we all know, we all know, we all know. Oh no, we all know, we all know. See, see, that's what I have a problem with what Google told just said. How? What? What? How did you get a man accused of rape for 20 years? What in the song says that? Unless they, got information from an interview or something, but it doesn't state it. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Because all they're saying is the same thing over and over again. But I also remember from an interview them saying, for the Abacab release, I think it was, for 2007, for the remaster, the group said this song was just improvised. Like they put pieces together and Phil started singing "Who Done It." Started singing bits and pieces, and that's pretty much what happened. So whether you want to believe me with the interview or what Google says, let me know in the comments down below. I gotta get out of here. I hope you enjoyed Who Done It. Peace out. Hey everybody, it's Maria. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? We're gonna go ahead and continue Abacab with Man on the Corner. Let me go ahead and move myself. This will be okay because I got to keep these logos in the shot. And I honestly just don't feel like adjusting them. I know I'm feeling a little lazy here. We're going to continue with Man on the Corner. And if you remember my But Seriously videos that I did, which is at the end of its cycle right now, I spoke about Another Day in Paradise. On that video, I mentioned that Phil Collins and the rest of Genesis were on tour probably during this album cycle, and he saw some guys at Washington, D.C., just sitting there on the steps or wherever the world, and he talks to the driver like, what are all these people doing here? And the driver goes, this is where they live. And then that stuck with him, and then I think he had stated that this was the that was the origin of this track. And then later on, of course, Another Day in Paradise. But Another Day in Paradise helped a lot more people because they used it in like organizations used it in like ad campaigns to raise money for the homeless. And Phil Collins, whatever money he raised during his shows, he would double it to help with the homeless and all that stuff. Hell, even Miley Cyrus herself has an organization called the Happy Hippie Foundation, and I do believe that's how it started. Like, she wanted to help LGBTQ plus people that were homeless because of their sexual orientation. So I think it's cool how Miley and Phil have a little something in common. Not exactly the same, but I think that's cool that they're trying to reach those goals, but in different ways. But with all that said, enough of my chit chat. Let's get into Man on the Corner. All rights go to Genesis. Okay. Mic check. Noise check. Everything's good. Okay. If you like this kind of content, subscribe. There's plenty more. And yes, I have done this album before, but that was when I was just using my phone to release the content. So now you guys are getting the OBS edition. I hope you like it. See the lonely man there on the corner. What he's waiting for, I don't know. But he waits every day now. He's just waiting for something to show. Nobody knows him. And nobody cares. 'Cause there's no hiding place. There's no hiding place for you. Looking everywhere at no one. He sees everything and nothing at all. Oh, when he shouts, nobody listens. Where he leads, no one will go. Oh, he's a lonely man there on the corner. What he's waiting for, I don't know. But he waits every day now. He's just waiting for something to show. Oh, nobody knows him. And nobody cares. 'Cause there's no hiding place. There's no hiding place for you and me. Are we just like all the rest? We're looking too hard for something is gone, or moving too fast to rest. But like the monkey on your back, you need it. But do you love it enough to leave it? Ah, just like the lonely man there on the corner. What he's waiting for, I don't know. Oh, but he waits every day now. He's just waiting for that something to show. Oh, he's a lonely man there on the corner. Oh, what he's waiting for, I don't know. But he's there every day now. He's just waiting for something to show. Oh, who's the lonely man there on the corner? What he's waiting for, I don't know. Oh, but he waits every day now. He's just waiting for that something to show. Oh. And look, it says songwriters Phil Collins. Now, okay, I wouldn't say that Tony and Mike didn't have their part to play in helping write this one, but this one was more close to Phil than it was to Mike and Tony. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did more of the instrumental part of it where Phil just wrote the lyrics. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. I like that part where he's like the monkey on your back, you need it, but do you love it enough to leave it? I like that line because you can be homeless for multiple different reasons. Um, you could be homeless due to financial, you lost your house in a fire or something. Something happened where you don't live in your house anymore, or you got kicked out of your parents' house for A, B, and C. Or you can do what Phil implied. It could be a drug problem. Like, yeah, I'm not. But like, let's just say hypothetically. Let's just say I was addicted to, I don't know, something hard like methamphetamine. I've seen most people not only get kicked out of their house. You know, the only thing they're thinking about is their drug of choice. Like, how am I gonna get my next hit of the hypothetical methamphetamine, as opposed to I gotta pay the rent, I gotta pay the lights, I gotta pay this, I gotta pay that, and that's what Phil is calling into question. Like, not just regular homelessness, but it could be just drug induced, or somebody kicked you out of the house where you have no place to live. So Phil is really painting that picture of being like, you know, he's trying to point his finger at, like, trying to show a person like, hey, this person is homeless. What are you going to do about it? And like I said, Phil has always written his songs out of, especially the more political ones, being like, hey, this bothers me. Does it bother anybody else? Let's start a conversation. So I like how he started a conversation way back. And this one was released, I think, before Face Value, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. Let's ask the phone. Alright, FYI, my bonus mom was kind enough to help me get a phone wallet, which actually feels pretty nice. Thank you. Which album came out first? Abacab by Genesis or Face Value by Phil Collins? Oh, okay. Why is it nicknamed Avocado? Okay, so Face Value actually came out first. So Face Value was released in February 1981, where Abacab was released in September. Okay. And if you want to be more specific, Face Value came out on February 13th, 1981, where the Genesis album released September 18th, 1981. Um, so Phil is, really starting to feel the success of a solo career. Like, In the Air Tonight is blowing up at the peak of its power, and, all that stuff. And I love how Phil had stated that Genesis don't rest on their laurels. They're not like, oh, my album's doing better than your album. Da 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 da. Phil, has stated before. Phil had said, oh, In the Air Tonight has reached number 2 on the Billboard charts. And the rest of Genesis would go, yeah, but it's only got like 3 quarters in it to put, not keep him down, but put him down a peg so he doesn't get too arrogant. So I like that. I really do like that. What did you guys think of Man on the Corner? Yes, I'm still learning the Hellstorm album. It may take me a couple more weeks or so to learn it because understand I have a life outside of this. I've got medical stuff to take care of. So if I don't do it as fast as you like, please forgive me. But I still got to learn the album. So I'm doing this real quick while my dad goes and gets the kids too. So I'll be busy this weekend as of this recording. Let's see. What is today's date? The 22nd is when this was recorded. So give me some time. Let me marinate with the album. Because I understand, Hillstorm released their album. I think 3 Days Grace is releasing an album. Let me know if you want me to do that. And I Prevail is on the cusp of releasing an album because they've released a few singles already. So let me know if you want me to do some 3 Days Grace or I Prevail. I Prevail is going to get done regardless. But if you want it sooner rather than later, I need to hear some commentary from you guys. Say, hey, do I Prevail first? No, do some 3 Days Grace first. Or if there's an album of 3 Days Grace that is before the new one that you want me to tackle, please let me know and I'll look into it. But you have got to use your voices in the comments down below. That is what it's there for. And I don't know what you guys are doing on my gaming channel, but thank you guys for kicking ass over there. The watch hours have went up to like 58 in the last 30 days. And it's steadily going up and up and up. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe you guys just like Lego stuff. I don't know. But I'm glad you enjoy it, and I thank you guys for helping both channels out. All that said, I'm out of here. Peace out. Hey everybody, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? We're going to continue Abacab by Genesis with Like It or Not. So, this one really, in my mind, is about whether you like it or not, it's over. Because I still love you. I still believe there's a chance, but you got to help me fight for it, or you can just leave me, and just leave me alone. You can't be wishy washy. You have to choose one or the other and stick with it. Understand during this time period, Phil was going through a divorce, and I'm not saying anything bad against his spouse at the time, because she was going through it too. Because I can only imagine what kind of hell that was too. But I'm just seeing it sadly from mostly Phil's perspective, because I haven't, it's not like Andrea is going to be like giving a review or something. But I know she has a blog about, that she talked about certain things. I have no idea what, but I know she has. Why? Because Simon Collins' Facebook page posted about it. That's how I know. Simon Collins is the son of Phil Collins and Andrea Bertorelli, in case anybody's curious. But anyway, that's what I think the song is about. Unfortunately, there is no lyric, but I will try my best to remember to post it in the description. If somebody wants to do that for me because I forgot, feel free. I'm not going to say no. Let's get into singing this thing. Don't you know I've been on my own, and I'm coming home, and I'd like you to be there. Feel a little cold in the air, but you're not anywhere. You're just another face I used to know. But there is still a chance to hold on to our love. 'Cause I gave you everything, everything I had. Oh, like it or not, you have done it this time. And like it or not, I had enough. Oh, like it or not, it's a lot I could say. 'Cause I've got a lot on my mind. Don't do that alone. You're just another face that I once used to know. And I give you everything and whatever I got to show. Oh, oh, I like it or not. You are out on the street. And like it or not, that's where you will stay. Oh, like it or not, there's another thing, darling. I just cannot stand another day. You wanna know? There is still a chance to hold on to our love. 'Cause I gave you everything, and what everything I had, everything I had. Yeah, you liked it now, didn't you? It's been a long time. Found anybody since I loved anyone. It's been a long time. If I'm right or if I'm wrong, does it matter anyway? Long time I held anybody since I loved anyone. Oh, it's been a long time. I'm right or if I'm wrong, does it matter anyway? Been a long time since I held anybody, since I loved anyone. Time. If I'm right, if I'm wrong, doesn't matter anyway. I am so glad. Can I tell you something real fast? I'm so glad I bought a gaming headset with a mic on it. I really am. I know. Y'all are gonna say most of them have it. If you unless you bought like a regular headset. I know, but I'm just glad I bought one because, like, I always say, why don't I even have this? Why don't I just cut it off? Then I think, well, what if I'm playing with somebody and I can't talk to them? Because our little friend here, nothing against the Xbox controllers at all. They're very sturdy. They feel pretty good in your hand. they're smaller in your hand. It feels more comfortable in your hand. Um, but the one thing that PS5 really has over on Xbox, other than maybe graphics, maybe, is the fact that the DualShock has the little mic thing on the front, where you can just kind of talk into it like this, or like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or I could say Genesis Abacab full album into the controller, and it would just go ahead and do it. But with this one, on the other hand, I have to pull out my cord from my headset, pull this down, and then press the mic button on the YouTube app. Not a bad thing, but it's a thing that I notice when I go ahead and do work with the Xbox. But I still love my Xbox though, regardless. Um, so let's see what we can find out about like it or not. See if it parallels with my thoughts on the whole thing. What is Like It or Not by Genesis about? Give me just a second. Oh, oh sure. Here we go. I'm just gonna read what Google has said, and then you guys tell me whether it parallels with my opinion or something else. It says it's about a spurred lover expressing a progression of emotions, hope, anger, and sadness after being rejected or left behind in a relationship. Ah, so it did parallel with my reasoning. The lyrics depict the singer's initial lament, a feeling of being replaced or forgotten, and ultimately a sense of having endured enough, delivering a final definitive message to the other person. So that's and like I said, um, I think Phil's marriage broke up around the late 70s. I would say 78, 79, maybe 80 perhaps. Around that time, Phil was going through quote, an unpleasant divorce. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was the feelings of that divorce inspired this track. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Um, and let's see. I know Genesis wrote it, but I'm trying to see if I can find writer's credit. Oh damn! According to this, what Google says, it was written by Mike Rutherford. So it could maybe his problems was influenced to throw into the track, and Mike just wrote this, or maybe it's another episode of improvisation. Um, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, we're writing. Phil's feeling like shit. You know, let me help him through his problems with writing a song. I have no fucking clue. If you guys have any input as to what Like It or Not might mean, please share it with me in the comments as always. I've been Maria. See you guys next time. Peace. Hello, universe. How's it going? It's Maria. Welcome back to the channel. Is all doing today? We are going to finish up the main album of Genesis Abacab with another record. And thank God for this time we have the lyrics for this. So what we're going to do real quick, uh, to me, the song is about. Another one of those story songs that Genesis is notorious for doing. It's about a guy who, you know, comes into a bar or something, and he hears one of his records and relives the glory days a little bit. Maybe I don't know. That's just my guess, but I'm gonna do a quick search. I'm gonna try to do this search on my laptop this time. What is another record by Genesis about? Give me just a second. I'm going to we're going to lyricsmeaning.com real fast. See what we can find. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Okay, well let's go back and try. Okay, here we go. I see it now. It says another record by Genesis explores themes of aging, nostalgia, and the challenges faced by those who once thrived in the spotlight. Aha! That's exactly what almost exactly what I said, but more elegant. The song portrays an aging rock and roller who feels stuck in the past, seeking solace in familiar memories and music as a way to escape the harsh reality of life. It reflects a border commentary on the struggles of individuals who have lost their way and the importance of compassion and support in times of those in personal struggle. The lyrics invoke empathy for the characters' plight, highlighting the bittersweet nature of rock and roll lifestyle and the cynical nature of life. Okay. That's just an elegant way of saying what I said, but Google is more fancy than I am. Okay. So I'm going to presume that you heard everything I just read. So, you know, and we're starting to feel this pain now. You know, even I, have my moments of feeling this pain because it's hard to believe, you know, like Miley Cyrus. I literally grew up with her. It's crazy to see that she's in her early 30s now. Like, Jesus Christ, where'd the time go? But once she retired, she was gonna be like, man, I wish I could go back on stage and relive the glory days the way it used to be. Because I'm pretty sure, to an extent, nowadays Phil Collins feels like that. Because I'm sure that when he was, going out for his Not Dead Yet tour, he was afraid his voice wasn't gonna sound good. People weren't gonna want to see him. But I'm glad you guys proved him wrong. Because all rock stars get like that. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Ozzy was like that for a minute. May he rest in peace. So I see the examples as I'm growing older and I see my artists getting older, more mature, changing, all that kind of stuff. But that's just my opinion. Enough chit chat. Let's get into another record. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions or anything, leave it in the comments. Here we go. I guess it would help if I pressed A on my controller, huh? Sorry, just pumping my back a little bit. It's funny, cause there's an old rock and roller, he's got nowhere to go. Did you ever think of taking him in? Somebody help him, somebody please. Put another record on, cause he likes that song. It's funny, he never done nothing, done nobody wrong. Didn't think about changing his name, but I'm gonna tell him it's the same old game. Put another record on. Round and round and round and around. Oh, I see him smile. Well, lately I've seen him walking down the street, kinda moving his feet. Everyone I know looks the other way. Somebody help him. Somebody say, put another record on. Round and round and round and around. Oh, oh, see him smile. Oh, it's funny, you know, 'cause there's an old rock and roller, he's got nowhere to go. Did you ever think of taking him in? Somebody help him, somebody please. Put another record on. Put another record on. Put another record on. 'Cause you know you like it. Put another record on. 'Cause you know you like it. Another record on. 'Cause you know you like it. Put another record on. 'Cause you know we like it. Put another record on. Alright, hold on. Okay, and this was written by all three. So I'm curious, like, when they start saying put another record on at the beginning, I don't know if that's a Phil backing vocal or if that's like Tony or Mike offering vocals in that sequence. Somebody tell me, because I have no idea. Alright, guys, that's the end of the main album for me. I honestly don't know what's next. I really don't. Hopefully I've learned all I have learned Hellstorm's latest album by this point. Um, but if I haven't, bear with me. Uh, if I haven't, obviously there's going to be some bonus tracks for this album that you guys still have to look forward to. There are some instrumental tracks, but I'm not going to do those because they require no vocals. And if they do require vocals, it's mostly gibberish. But I'm not. I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. If there's any other albums you want me to recommend, want to recommend to me in the meantime, while I'm learning the Hellstorm album, if you want me to do 3 Days Grace or I Prevail, the new ones when they get released, let me know. I'd be happy to do that. I'll put that on my list. But like I said, I've been trying to help the gaming channel as much as I can. So if you don't see me on this channel for a while, bear with me. I'm just trying to get stuff done and help both channels as best I can. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. Hello, world. We are going to go ahead and finish up Abacab with Paperlate. Let me go ahead and Google that while I... Oh, no. Hang on, guys. I gotta see something. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. You guys have laughed so fucking hard. You guys have my complete and utter permission to laugh at this. This whole time, I thought my earbuds would have to be connected to the cord that is connected to my capture card, like my headphone splitter. Like I thought my headphones would have to be connected to the splitter so that way I could hear the music and do everything properly. But I just noticed. Hang on. Put it in the shot. In case you can't tell, my my headset was connected to the controller the entire time I did the video, and I didn't even realize it. So I guess I don't need it to be connected to the splitter as long as it's connected to my Xbox, which it is. So everything my Xbox is hearing, everything my mic is hearing, it did everything just fine without me having to plug it into the splitter. That's fucking cool. That's one less thing I gotta do. Thank God. I still might do it for some videos just to be on the safe side. Because this is the music channel, not the gaming channel. I don't know how much that's going to be affected. So let's go ahead and get into Genesis Paperlate lyrics. Oops. Hopefully. Music video AI upscale. We're just gonna see if lyrics will be available to us. It doesn't even have the display button up here. I'm gonna go with no. In the little crap. So, unfortunately, this does not have lyrics either. Fuck me. Well, that's what I'm gonna have to remember on the list. This will probably be the last one for Abacab, because the rest of them I remember is either talking gibberish, or just instrumentals, and I'd rather not get into those. But if you can find one that's during this era that has lyrics that you want me to include onto the playlist, don't fuss. Just leave it for me in the comment it to me, and I'll be like, okay, I'll add it to the playlist. I'll just do it at a later date. But just know that the main album and these two tracks are going to be put together via CapCut, so that way you guys can have the full album video experience. So, I know I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it on my phone. What is the lyric meaning of You Might Recall by Genesis? Okay, little Google doesn't have one. It thinks I'm referring to the song That's All. So I guess there's no official meaning by Genesis themselves. It might be just in the improvisation. What is Paper Late by Genesis about? Upbeat, high energy rock big band track that doesn't have a complex narrative, but rather evolved from the band members repeating the phrase Paper Late during rehearsals. Okay. Again, just another episode of improvisation, and that's what they got out of it. Just saying that word over and over. Kind of like No Son of Mine, they put some music down and Phil started singing No Son, yeah, no son of mine for no reason. That's all it is. Okay. Well, from my quick little research, I'm not gonna sit here and research for 20, 30 minutes. If you guys if say a channel like Both Sides of Phil Collins, he talks a lot about Genesis and Phil Collins content, so he might have a better meaning of these tracks than I do. So if he wants to step in, or another Phil Collins / Genesis fan wants to step in, you're more than welcome to in the comments. Just keep it respectful, please. All that said, I'm just going to try to sing it from here. Hopefully I get it right. Hope you enjoy. Here's Paper Late. Oops, I almost hit the start recording button as opposed to the A button. Oops. Late, paper late. Paper late, paper late. Paper late. I'm sorry, but there's no one on the line. Paper late. I'm sorry, but Tuesday, no news is good news. Always too easy, live life clockwork. TikTok, watching the world go by. Any change would take too long, so dry your eyes. It's too easy to live life old sweat. Sitting drinking and fools below. Let your face kill the pain. You won't go. Oh, paper late. We're together now. Put your feet back on the ground. Paper late. Don't worry now. You're not alone. Just look around you. Paper late. I'm sorry, but no one on the line. Paper late. Well, I'm sorry, but it's easy. No news is good news. It's too easy. No future. Taking the risk of playing too safe. Don't take too long to dry your eyes. It's too easy. By rocking the boat, making changes and changing track. You better not lock that door, cause you'll be coming back. Oh, you're beating faster. Silence the only sound. No way to be nice on the way up, because you're not coming down. People late, late, oh, 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 people late, people late. People late, people late. People late, people late. People late. I'm sorry, but there's no one on the line. People late, people late. Sorry, but it's easy. No news is good news. This was the remastered version from 2007 because they come back for the Turn It On Again tour. Alright. Sorry I kind of messed up a little bit. I haven't listened to that one obviously in a while. Obviously you could tell. I know. Again, I would try to post the lyric, but if it takes a few days and if I don't post it, if you want to, you can go on Google and copy paste it in the comments or something. That would be great. That would be helpful. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed this journey during Abacab. Hopefully I will have the Hellstorm album down by this point. But if I don't flip your lids. Let me take my time and master it, okay? I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace! Hey everybody, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. How's it going? We're going to go ahead and do You Might Recall by Genesis. Thanks to Virginia Mescal channel. That's just how I'm going to refer to you for posting this lyrics video. This was one of the B-sides for Abacab. This one and let me think. Paper Late. We're going to tackle those two. And if there's any others from the Abacab era, you know what I'm talking about, that you think belongs with the Abacab album, just leave it for me in the comments. If I can sing it, I'll post it on there, attach it to the playlist like I did before. Okay? I'm not gonna go into what I think the song is. I think it's like it's like a popular "Do You Remember?" If you had listened to that Phil Collins song before. Here we go. High definition. Lyrics included from the album 3x3, released May 21st, 1982. What was it you said to me back in the days when things looked fine? About how we would be together until we left the earth behind. It's funny how things can change, 'cause there was a time that I thought I'd be the one who would leave and start again. But now I'd stay forever. My hopes are as the leaves upon the water, just sunk in the night. I know you couldn't care, you oughta end of the life. Maybe when you're older and you're thinking back, you might recall. Did I carefully, did I do right, or were we meant to be? All of our lives are love and harmony. All of our lives. So now, take my hand, come hold me closely, as near as you can. Leaving all that we could be, and all that we have been, and all that we are. Every day seems summertime, and the river flows with wine. When you are here with me, I wish you'd stay that way forever. All my hopes are as the leaves upon the water, just sunk in the night. Oh, I know, you couldn't care, you oughta living a life. Oh, maybe when you're older, you're thinking back, well, you might recall. Oh, did I act carefully, did I do right, or what we meant to be? All of our lives in love and harmony. All of our lives. Oh, so now, my hand, now hold me closely, as near as you can. Leaving all that we could be, and all that we have been, all that we are. my hopes are as the leaves upon the water, all stuck in the night. Oh, I know, you couldn't care, you wanna. All in the life. End of the life, okay. Oh, maybe when you're older, you're thinking back, well, you might recall. Did I carefully, did I do right? Well, we're meant to be. All of our lives in love and harmony. All of our lives. And so now, take my hand. Come hold me closely, as near as you can. Leaving all that we have been, all that we have been, and all that we are. Alright, guys, there you have it. You know, basically, it's like things are slowly going to shit, but if we remember why we fell in love in the first place, then I believe that this relationship could continue. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? I don't want to go about what Google thinks on the B-sides. I just want to hear what y'all think. Tell me in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Peace!